This Torah class is brought to you by TorahAnytime.com.
One of the simanim that we partake of on Rosh Hashanah are the dagim. And we say, Yehi Ratzain, Yehi Ratzain, L'fanecha, Hashem L'keinu Melekei Avosenu, Shenifra, V'nirbe Kedagim. We should proliferate, we should reproduce and increase like fish. And the question is, like fish, do you know how many children, generations, fish produce? Take the herring that you eat on Shabbos. A herring lays about 20,000 eggs at one time, and then the progeny just go and take care of themselves, and then the parents go do it again. In the lifetime of a herring produces millions of offspring. So yes, while it may be a nice tefillah, shenifra v'nirbe kedagim, I'm not sure whether the wife in the family will be how thrilled she will be with this bracha. But what do we mean, shenifra v'nirbe kedagim? How are we supposed to replicate and reproduce like fish? It seems to be scientifically impossible. So two simple thoughts. Ikar toldoseim shel tzaddik masim tovim. Our progeny, our main product in this world, are not our physical children. Our main product, our main peiros, are our masim tovim. So you'll ask, how in the world are we supposed to produce so many masim tovim like fish? If a fish produces millions of progeny in their lifetime, can we really amass that type of zechusim in our lifetime? And the answer is absolutely. Perhaps in days gone by, this was something we could never comprehend. But today, with technology, whatever a person does is spread throughout the world very quickly today. If somebody has a good thought, if somebody has an idea of doing a mitzvah, it could be shared, it could be spread all over the world in really a matter of seconds. So once upon a time, yes, perhaps the person was limited in the amount of mitzvahs and masim tovim they're able to accomplish, but Be'ezus Hashem today, with the advent of technology, the opportunities for mitzvahs and zechusim are unlimited. But we don't even need technology, because the Vilna Gaon has revealed to us that when it comes to the mitzvah of Talmud Torah, the reason why Torah is the most important mitzvah is because when you sit and learn for 10 minutes, for a half hour, for 5 minutes, that's not one mitzvah. You see, if you do a chesed to someone and it takes 20 minutes, that's one mitzvah. The mitzvah may have different parts to it, different components to it, but the sum total is one mitzvah. Not so limud Torah. Each and every word is considered a mitzvah by itself. So in 1 minute, the Chavetz Chaim made a calculation, you can learn 200 words. That's in 1 minute. And in 10 minutes, that's 2,000 words. And in a half hour, that's 12,000 words. In an hour, that's 12,000 words. And do the math, the opportunities of amassing zechusim, especially in the realm of Talmud Torah, are unlimited. It is very possible, in the course of a short amount of time, a person could be nifre v'nirbe kedagim, produce incredible tallies of mitzvahs and masim tovim. But I believe, even physically, even in one's progeny, this bracha is certainly apropos and correct and appropriate. And that is, let's make a simple calculation. And this is something that I remember reading in a book called Made in Heaven. This is from Rabbi Aryeh Kaplan, a Jewish wedding guide. And he says, let's make a simple calculation. A boy and a girl get married. Assume they have a small Jewish family, quote unquote, of 2 children. And assume their descendants also likewise have a similar family, averaging 2 children. So, the number of descendants doubles. So, the couple has 2 children, 4 grandchildren, 8 great-grandchildren, 16 great-great-grandchildren, and with each generation, the number doubles. After 10 generations, the couple has over 1,000 descendants. After 20 generations, there will be 1,048,576 descendants. That's if each generation only had 2 children. After 24 generations, only 600 years, there'll be over 16 million Jews, more Jews than there are Jews in the world today, just from one Jewish couple. 30 generations. You ready for this? 30 generations, the sum total would be 1,073,741,824. And after 40 generations, it would be over 1 trillion descendants. That's more than fish. When we ask Hashem, Shenifra v'nirba kedagim, we don't mean in a year, in 10 years. The Rebbeinu Shalom sees the future. What our limited scope only sees what's in front of our eyes. But we ask Rebbeinu Shalom, please give us the bracha that we should be the progenitors of many, of armies, of legions, of Ovdei Elokim, Yirei Hashem, loyal servants HaKadosh Baruch Hu. The Rebbeinu Shalom wants us to daven not only for ourselves, but for the future, the future of our families. Adam echad mi Yisrael hu ka'olam maleh. We underestimate our opportunity and our ability to change the world. But each individual family has the capability of restarting and being a major contributor to Klal Yisrael. May HaKadosh Baruch Hu give all of us the zchus shenifra v'nirbe kedagim. We should be zeicha shnas chayim v'shalom lanu u'lachal Yisrael. Amen.
You've just experienced another Torah class brought to you by TorahAnytime.com.